Trust your day is good. I welcome you this afternoon to physics mathematics class. Yesterday we discussed the meaning of electrolysis, and I promise we are going to discuss electrolysis of water today. Now, what is the aim of electrolysis of water? We want to split water into its components. What are the elements that make up water? That is hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen. So to carry out electrolysis of water means we want to split water into hydrogen and oxygen. Now, how do we do that? In order to do that, we are going to make use of this apparatus. Now, look at this apparatus. This is electrolytic cell or electrolytic container. Then we are going to need two metal conductors. We call those metal conductors electrodes. So one will be positive, while the other will be negative. Positive and negative. Then we are going to pour the electrolyte into this container. So this is the electrolyte. The electrolyte here is made up of a little amount of acid and water. Why do we add water to this? Why do we add acid to this? Water is a poor or bad conductor of electricity. So in order to allow it to conduct electricity, we need to add a little amount of tetraoxosulfate acid. So we call this electrolyte now acidulated water. Acidulated water. So ordinarily, electrolytes normally dissociates or split into ions even without the supply of electricity. So the electrolytes, that is water and acid, they split or dissociate into ions. We have positive ions and negative ions. The positive ions are called cations, while the negative ions are called anions. So ordinarily, electrolytes split or dissociate into ions. Now, having known that, so it is the movement of these ions now that allow current to pass through the electrolytes. So now we want to demonstrate to you this by the use of power supply. Power supply can be a battery. Or it can be a direct current supply. So power source. Now this is battery. So when electric current is applied to this setup, so what happens? The positive ions of this electrolyte, the positive ions, they will all migrate to this negative cathode. Positive, positive, positive. While the negative ions of the electrolyte, they will all migrate to the positive cathode. To the positive electrode. The positive ions, they will all migrate to the negative electrode, while the positive ions of the electrolyte, they will all migrate to the positive electrode. The negative ions will migrate to the positive electrode. Do you know why that occurs? Can you remember? Like charges repel, while the unlike charges attract. So when this now happens, that means at the cathode, before that, water dissociates into hydrogen ion, H plus, and OH minus. These are the positive and the negative ions that water dissociates into. Then what about the H2SO4? The H2SO4 dissociates into H plus and SO42 minus. SO42 minus. So these positive ions now, they all migrated to this negative electrode. And from there, something happens. This hydrogen will be deposited at this negative electron. So there, they are going to gain electron. Normally they supposed to lose electron as metal. So but because of this power supply, they are going to do the opposite. So they are going to gain electron. So when H plus gain electron, then it becomes H without charge. Then this H now will combine in pairs so as to form hydrogen molecule. So at the cathode here, hydrogen molecules are deposited. Then what now happens at the positive electrode here, where the negative ions migrated? Now we have two negative ions, OH minus and SO42 minus. The two of them cannot be deposited at the same time, so one will be deposited, and the one that will be deposited is OH minus. Why is that so? Because these ions is at higher potential than SO42 minus. You discuss more of that in your chemistry. So OH minus is at higher potential than SO42 minus. So it is going to be deposited at this positive electrode. So OH minus will be deposited. And OH minus, being a negative ion, supposed to gain electron, but instead it is going to lose electron. It's going to lose electron. Now for it to be balanced, it's going to lose 4 electron. When it loses 4 electron, then it will become OH. It is going to lose 4 electron, then it will become OH. Then this OH will now combine in pair so as to form water and oxygen. And this is the oxygen that will be deposited at this positive electron. So our aim, don't forget, is to split water, and that is what we have done. We have split it into hydrogen molecules and oxygen molecules. Thanks so much for your time. Please don't forget to subscribe to my Facebook page, and don't forget to like, comment and share. Thank you.